Good morning, boys and girls. My name is Dr. Teresa Holmes, and I'm your school board vice chair. I have been asked to read a story to you this morning, and I decided to pick a classic. The classic that I picked is called The Three Little Pigs. I picked this book because it's like one of my favorite books, and I think that you'll enjoy it too. The Three Little Pigs. A long time ago, in a little cottage in the country, there lived a mother pig and her three sons. The three little pigs were growing bigger every day, so one day Mother Pig said to them, "It's really time you move out and made homes for yourselves." And as you can see, there's Mommy Pig, and there are her sons. She said that it's time for them to do what? Move out on their own. Correct. Okay. Let's go to the next page. The next day, the three little pigs moved out, taking all their belongings with them. "Remember to watch out for the big, bad wolf," warned Mother Pig. The three little pigs said goodbye to their mother, and each one set off in a different direction. So they're telling their mommy, "Bye, Mom. Bye. See you later." So one went this path, one went this path, and then one went this path. The youngest one headed for the fields. "I don't want to waste time working, so I will build my house very quickly," he said. He made himself a straw house. His house was built very quickly, but it wasn't very strong. So let's talk about this. Let's look at his house. And then look at the picture. Look who's lurking. Is that the big bad wolf that his mama talked about? I think so. And see, his house, he didn't want to work very hard. So he wanted to do something quickly. So sometimes when you don't want to work very hard and do things too fast, they're not done right. But he said he wanted to not work hard and do it quickly. So let's see what's going to happen. But look, remember, the big bad wolf is looking. Let's see what happens. The big bad wolf, who had been watching him, he knocked at his door. "Let me in, or I will blow your house down." "No," shouted the little pig. The wolf huffed, and he puffed, and he blew the straw house down. The pig ran away. Look what happened. Because he didn't want to work hard, his house wasn't very strong. So all the big bad wolf had to do was what? Let's do it together. He huffed, and he puffed, and he blew the house down. So what did the little piglet have to do? He had to do what? He had to run. Let's see what else is going to happen. The second little pig had headed for the woods. "I don't want to waste time building my house," he said. He gathered sticks and soon made himself a house out of wood. His home may have been very quickly built, but it was not very strong. Okay, so he did the same thing as his brother. Again, he didn't want to work what? Very hard. So what did he do? Let's look. Look at his house. Does it look very strong? There's nothing holding it here. Look at the top. But he was worried about building it very quickly like his brother. So let's see what happens. The big bad wolf in the forest wasn't planning on letting this one escape too. Because remember, the first brother got away. He went to the second little pig's house. He huffed, and he puffed, and he blew the stick house down. The little pig ran away before the big bad wolf could catch him. So now he's got both the brothers running, brother 1 and brother 2, because the second pig house wasn't very strong either. All the wolf had to do was what? Let's do it together. He huffed, and he puffed, and he blew their houses down. Let's see what happens next. Now, the third little pig was clever. Clever means he was what? You got it. He was smart. The third little pig was clever. He decided to make a strong house for himself out of bricks. It was solid and would not fall down in a puff of a wind. He had windows and a chimney and an armchair in front of the fire. Let's look at his house. Wow, look how strong his house looks. And he's got windows and everything and a strong door. So this little pig did what? He took his time. This little pig took his time. Okay, hang on just a second. Let's see what happens. The third little pig had just settled down to a quiet evening in front of the fire when there was a knock on the door. "It's us! It's us!" cried the two younger brothers. "Please let us in quickly. The big bad wolf is after us and wants to eat us. Hurry! Hurry!" So what is going on? He's in his nice house. He even has a fireplace in his house and windows. And they were like, "Hurry, hurry, let us in." Feeling a lot safer, the two little pigs sat down in front of the lovely fireplace with their brother, and they all had a nice cup of hot chocolate. The two little pigs told their brother what happened and how the big bad wolf had blew everything away. So see, they felt safe in their brother's house. They did, didn't they? Because they were all cozy up against the fire, and they told him about how the big bad wolf tried to eat them. At that very moment, there was a knock on the door. "Let me in, little pig," said the big bad wolf. "No," shouted the little pigs. "We won't let you in." They're not going to let him in. The big bad wolf huffed and he puffed. But the little brick house did not move an inch. See the house? He's huffing and he's puffing, but the house is very what? Strong. He's not gonna let that wolf in. So the wolf was kind of frustrated at this point because the other two houses, he just blew them down. The big bad wolf started to climb down the chimney. "Aye!" yelled the big bad wolf as he suddenly felt that the chimney was hot. Splash! Uh-oh. The wolf landed in a huge pot of boiling water that the little pigs had placed on the flames. So when the wolf tried to get in the chimney because he couldn't huff and puff and blow the strong house down, he tried to come down the chimney. But the little pigs were smart. What did they have? They had a pot boiling. So when the wolf came down the chimney, what did he fall into? He fell into the hot pot. And that was the end of the big bad wolf. The third little pig let his brothers stay a little while longer, but then he sent them out to build their own strong houses, just in case there was another big bad wolf out there. They all lived happily after. So he let them stay for a little while. But then he said, the moral of the story is he let them stay, but they needed to do what? They needed to learn to build their own strong houses. And for you boys and girls, if you want to be strong and have things go well for you, you don't need to rush them. You need to take your time and do them right, which is the moral of the story of the three little pigs. Now, I hope you have enjoyed your book today. If you ever need me, I'm always here for you. And thank you for having me as a guest reader. Be safe.